Hello! Welcome to lesson 1 of Basic Grammar course, where you're going to have 36 topics devoted to different approaches of English grammar. And today we're going to talk about the topic called singular and plural nouns. In English, there is singular and plural form of a noun. Singular nouns are used for those objects which are represented by one object only. For example, a car, one car, a pen, one pen. Plural form is used for those nouns which are represented by two or more objects. For example, 2 cars, 4 pens. Now let's talk about how to make nouns plural. In order to make a noun plural, we mostly need to add s ending to singular nouns. The way to pronounce the s is z after voiced consonants and vowels, while after unvoiced consonants, the ending s should be read as s sound. Here are some examples. A book, books. A pen, pens. A shoe, shoes. A chair, chairs. A cap, caps. If singular noun ends with double s, x, sh, and ch, in order to make them plural, we need to add es ending and pronounce it as is. A box, boxes. A class, classes. A match, matches. A wish, wishes. In case the last vowel of singular noun is e after s, c, z, or z and g, which we actually do not pronounce, we should add ending s, but read the ending of the word as is, because the last sound of the singular form is sound s, z, or j. House, houses. Place, places. Prize, prizes. Judge, judges. If singular noun ends with y with the previous letter as a consonant, we should add es ending and change y with I. City, cities. Baby, babies. Factory, factories. If there is a vowel before y, the rule will be the same as a standard one for nouns ending with vowel. Day, days. Boy, boys. Key, keys. If O is the last letter of singular noun, the ending of plural noun should be es, pronounced as z. Hero, heroes. Tomato, tomatoes. This rule is not applicable for such nouns as piano and photo, where we use the standard rule to make them plural. Pianos, photos. If singular noun ends with f, to make it plural, we need first of all to change f with we and add es, pronouncing it like z. Thief, thieves. Wolf, wolves. If singular noun ends with fe, to make it plural, we need first of all to change fe with ve and add ending s, which will sound like z again. Wife, wives. Knife, knives. However, there are some nouns which just require s or es ending after f or fe without changing f with voiced consonant v. Chief, chiefs. Handkerchief, handkerchiefs. Roof, roofs. Safe, safes. Some nouns in plural form have different root, which means they don't need the ending to make them plural, but require base form change. Here are those words. Man, man. Woman, women. Foot, feet. Tooth, teeth. Goose, geese. Louse, lice. Mouse, mice. Ox, oxen. Child, children. Person, people. Now look at me the way I pronounce them. Pay attention on my mouth. Man, man. Woman, women. Foot, feet. not f. Tooth, teeth. Goose, geese. Louse, lice. Mouse, mice. Ox, oxen. Child, children. Person, people. Some nouns have Greek and Latin origin and have their own form of plural noun. Here are some examples. Datum, data. Addendum, addenda. Erratum, errata. Memorandum, memoranda. Phenomenon, phenomena. Basis, basis. Crisis, crisis. Some nouns have the same singular and plural form, which means they don't change at all. You can understand if they are singular or plural just according to the context. A sheep, sheep. A fish, fish. A deer, deer. A fruit, fruit. Couple more words can sound both as singular and plural. Those are words like dozen and score. You may say, in singular you say a dozen, which means 1 dozen, a score, which means 1 score, but in plural form you may say 2 dozen, but dozens of something, 2 score of, but scores of something. Some nouns have also the same singular plural form, looking like plural. A works, works. A means, means. Complex noun having more than one root should be used with plural ending only for the last root. Schoolboy, schoolboys. Housewife, housewives. Postman, postman. Look again the way I pronounce the word with the root man. Postman, 1 postman, postman. Man, man. Here is actually the difference in pronunciation to see where the word is singular and where it's plural. As for those complex nouns which have dash between the roots, the main root should be made plural. Hotel keeper. The main word here is keeper, so we make this word plural, and the plural form of the whole word will be hotel keepers. Mother-in-law, mothers-in-law, so the word mother should be put in plural form. Passerby, passers-by. But if the first root of the complex noun is man or woman, both roots should be made plural. Man-servant, 1 man-servant, 2 man-servants. Woman-doctor, many women doctors. There are those nouns which are used in singular form only. These are uncountable nouns, which mean the substance or some notion, but not a single object or several of them. For example, salt, steel, luck, friendship. There are those words which can be only singular in English, but can be plural in Russian, for example. Those are words such as advice, knowledge, hair, fruit, progress, money. By the way, the word hair can be plural only in case we mean one small piece we get out of the whole bunch of hair we have. For example, when you find this one hair in the soup. In this case, we definitely can count hairs. But in general, in English, we use the word hair only as singular form. The same for fruits. It can be plural only in case we mean different types of fruit. So when we say, I bought some fruit, we say it as singular. But when we mean, I like different fruits, I mean here, I like different types of fruit, so we can use fruits, meaning different types like bananas, apples, etc. Some nouns are singular, while s is part of their base form, but not a plural ending. News, physics, mathematics, linguistics. Those are not plural form, but actually the singular form of a noun, of a notion, which can't ever be used as plural. Several more nouns used only as a plural form. We can't put them in singular. Scissors, spectacles, trousers, and scales. They intend the objects which have two parts, for example, as trousers. Some nouns can be translated as singular in Russian while being plural in English. Those are words like goods, stairs, riches, wages, clothes, arms, proceeds, and contents. This is all I wanted to share with you about the theory of singular and plural nouns. In further lessons, you are going to know more about categories of noun, about countable and uncountable nouns, about possessive case and common case, and so on. Check your practical exercises before you move to the next theory topic, and see you at the next lesson.